Those are only two reasons why we do it. We do things either because things have gotten so bad that we're desperate, or things feel so good internally that we really want to make a change. And when we talk about change, there's a big difference between change and transition. Change is what happens to you on the outside. Transition is how you manage what happens to you on the inside. And when I talk to clients, one of the first things we do in our first sessions is talk about why they want to see some difference, or they want to see something better in their lives. And they go through all these, usually before anybody ever tells me why they want to change, they start telling me all the reasons why they can't change. How many have some reasons why you feel like you can't change, be successful, something? Any kind of reasons why you feel you can't? I'm kind of getting a little bit, okay.
I'm bald.
I'm either too short or too tall. I was born in the wrong area. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough support. Nobody's going to buy my product. All those things, a lot of that stuff is stuff that you can't control. Real quick, I want to share with you 4 things that you can absolutely control that will change your life. First thing is your attitude. Your attitude is how you feel. How you feel. Your attitude is your control. I say it all the time to people, and I love it when I'm in a store or something, and somebody says, oh man, prices keep going this high, I'm not going to be able to afford to eat. Or if you pull over to a gas station, people say, man, gas is getting so high, I'm not going to be able to afford my big truck, you know, I want to buy a new car, I can't afford it, da da da. Really, what happens to you and how you respond to it are two different things. Your attitude is absolutely your control. You can either be a thermostat or you can be a thermometer. Thermometers just read how hot stuff is. Thermostats can change the atmosphere. We have that control in us. Next time you're in the middle of a situation and you feel like you're about to lose control and say those dreaded words, they're pissing me off, imagine how powerful a person has to be to control you. They have to be a pretty powerful being to be able to control how you feel about them. So that's attitude. Second thing that you absolutely positively control is your perception. Your perception is not just what you see, but how you see it. It's amazing when you take somebody who sees an accident. 3 different people have 3 different stories of how the accident happened. Well, from my vantage point, he came left. From my vantage point, he came right. The reality of it is, no matter what happened to you in your life, you have the authority and the ability to flip the script and change what the meaning of that thing is. All of us have a sad story somewhere in this. I mean, if we really put out some tea, we could have a nice Dr. Phil, moment. We could share some stuff, and we could pretty much make each other cry in here. Because we all have sad stories. Something bad has happened to all of us. But the reality is, you can take that bad situation and say, you know what? I'm going to change what that means to me. It didn't mean that I was so weak. It means that I'm so strong that I survived this. And if I survive that, there's no way in hell what I'm going through next is going to stop me. Right? So you got your attitude, you got your perception. Third thing you absolutely, positively control is your circle of influence. Bad news for you, you can't pick your family. Trust me. You cannot pick your family. Everybody has a family member that when you see them come, you kind of turn the other way. If you get that invite for the cookout in the summertime, you're thinking, I'll skip this barbecue because they're going to be there. You can't choose your family, but good news, you can choose your circle of influence. It's amazing to me the people on Facebook that are complaining about people, the people that I meet in life that are complaining about everybody, but these are the people that they're choosing to be around every single day of their lives. If you want something different, you have to change your circle of influence. I read an article once in Success Magazine that said that people that, they did a study, people that hung out together, they tracked them, this group, this circle, this pack of friends, Clint, they tracked them for 15 years. In 15 years, they all weighed about within 10 pounds of each other. And they all made it within about $7,000 of each other. So if you want something different, you have to make an effort and be purpose to put yourself in a different circle of influence so that you can have different. If you do what you've always done, you get what you always got. And the last thing is, one, let me recap, you control your attitude, you control your perception, you control your circle of influence. The fourth and most important thing is you control your schedule. It sounds weird, but whoever controls your schedule controls your life. And most of the stuff that we're really, the hardships and the things that we're considering, we consider stumbling blocks, they're happening because we're not managing our time and our schedule. When do you figure out what you need to do in the morning? How many do it first thing in the morning? When do you figure out what you need to do for the day? Do you do it first thing in the morning when you get up?
Yeah, last night's dinner, they say what I do in the morning, but...
Yeah,
That's a good one.
All right.
Okay, the best time to figure out what you need to do the next day is the night before. Because usually when you wake up, when you wake up, you're exposing and kind of putting yourself at the mercy of your feelings. How many feel great every single morning you get up? I mean, you just wake up and you don't even get out the bed. You levitate out and just kind of boing, and you're in the shower and you're running. You throw your clothes up in the air and you jump right in. Nobody. I mean, you get up. Sometimes I stumble my commute is about 32 seconds, so I stumble to the kitchen and cut on the coffee pot. And after the first cup of coffee, I start feeling like myself. But if I have a plan that night before, I have to get up at a certain time because I know what my day is already has in front of me. When you set your agenda, the only thing that you can't get any more of is time. If you lose money, you can make more money. I mean, you're smart, you're intelligent, you're brilliant people. You can earn more money. If people waste your time, they're wasting the most important currency you absolutely own. When you own your schedule, you're taking authority over what your tomorrow is going to be. You're not leaving it to chance, you're not leaving it to your feelings. You have to take it the night before. So I always talk to clients about goal setting and time management, and we start with a week in advance and just work that week's agenda out. So those